What is up, guys? So in this video I'm gonna quickly go over with the ZennBot Zero's calculation and risk management. In the previous video we did a little bit of overlook of the ZennBot Zero. We had a look at its features. I hope that you understood the overall concept of the ZennBot Zero given my dialect and my accent. But in this video I'm gonna show you the overall risk management of this expert advisor. You can evaluate based on your account size whether this expert advisor is suitable for your account. So let's have a look at it. So this is the ZennBot dashboard right here. To get into it you have to purchase the expert advisor. I went a bit through every feature right here in this dashboard in my previous video, but right now what we are looking at is the calculators and tools. So if we go to the Academy tab, you can go ahead and click it right here. You can see 5 types of calculators right here. So risk to reward ratio. So basically you don't really need that. You can see that on TradingView. You can also calculate your position size. You can also convert pips and points to dollar values for different symbols and lot sizes. You can also project your account growth with compounding returns over time. But right now in this video what I want to discuss is the margin calculator right here. So this calculator helps us to determine the optimal trading size for the ZennBot Zero based on our account size, leverage and risk tolerance. So first of all, let's go through the input parameters and the question marks right next to them. So currency deposit, so I think it's self-explanatory. I'm gonna hover on the question mark so you can pause this and read it. I'm using the euro, the exchange rate of $1 against 1 euro. So currently the exchange rate is 8.4. We can adjust it if needed, but it's best to use the current price. I'm gonna hover on the question mark so you can pause it and read it as well. The balance amount again is pretty self-explanatory. It basically means how much money you have in your trading account. So the bonus credit, sometimes the brokers give you extra bonus credit based on your initial deposit. So sometimes what happens if you deposit say 1,000 bucks or euros, you will get bonus credit of additional 1,000. And therefore you will gonna have $2,000 or euros to work with, but I'm gonna keep it at 0 because I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna hover on the question mark if you guys need it. And this is the leverage, so I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. The margin utilization, so this basically means how much money of your account size are you gonna use for a margin per trade. And as you can see, it suggests that values above 80% are risky, while 40 to 60% are considered to be safe, leaving more room for a buffer. And what we are looking right here is the current gold price. Again, we can adjust it, but I would suggest you to keep it at the current gold price. Now before we go into this matrix, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down right here a bit. So these are pretty important notes. You guys should pause the video and read it. I'm gonna pin this text in the pinned comments so you don't have to pause it right now. And let's look at the reference values. So as I've mentioned in my previous video, if you guys have 1,000 bucks in your balance, the least amount of lot size you're gonna take per position is 0.04 lots based on the current gold price at any given point of time. If needed, you could of course adjust the calculator a bit, but I think it's best to keep it at default. I'm of course not really sure what this is. There is no question mark for explanatory stuff, but what we know, we can override it. So let's say we put 1 right here. So it basically auto calculates the default lot size. I'm gonna keep it at both of them at auto. So now let's look at the matrix right here. As I've mentioned before, we have a multiplier based on the default reference values right here. So let's say we have 1,000 bucks in our balance and we are using by default 1x multiplier. right here, and by default we are gonna use the 0.04 lot size as minimum. Based on the margin utilization and the current gold price, this translates to margin per trade at 34 bucks, giving us a room for maximum trades of 16, totally amounting at total margin of 550 bucks almost. And if we scroll to the right hand side, we can see we have a drawdown reserve of 561 bucks, or euros in this case. This means that we are utilizing 55%, which translates to total trades of 16 based on our 1000 account balance, leaving us room to breathe of about 561 euros of drawdown reserve. Now let's say I have 2000 bucks in my bank right now at 1x multiplier. By default we're gonna use 0.08, which essentially doubles everything. However, let's get back to 1000 right here, and let's say we have 1000, but instead of 1x multiplier we're gonna choose 2x multiplier. So right now, based on the account balance of 1000 and 2x multiplier, instead of 0.04 we are using at minimum of 0.08, which doubles amount of margin per trade, yet we are still having 1000 bucks. Based on the margin utilization, this gives us room for maximum trades of 8, which would totally translate of 548 euros, leaving us room for drawdown reserve at 561 euros. Currently I have more than 4000 bucks, but let's type in 4000 right here, and again, as you can see, at 1x multiplier I would use the lot size of 0.16. Again, this would translate as margin per trade of 137 euros, giving us room for maximum trades of 16, which totally translates to 2000, almost 200 euros, giving us the room for drawdown reserve of 2245. Currently I'm using 2x multiplier, which is still within the recommended settings. It's a bit riskier, but not too much, I would say. However, I have more than 4000 euros in my balance. I have about 4294 currently. And if we are looking at 1x multiplier, right now instead of 0.16 we are looking at the minimum lot size per trade of 0.17. So essentially what we are looking at is the compounding effect at any given point of time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you need to know, how the minimum lot size per trade given your account balance amount works. Now I don't wanna overextend this video. I hope you have a better idea how the calculations behind ZennBot Zero Expert Advisor works. I really hope you are better informed right now whether you should buy it or not. You should definitely check out my next video. I'm going to show you how much money I've managed to make based on the first month of January of 2026. And by the way guys, this is by far not a financial advice. The things I'm doing right here on this channel is kind of a crazy deal, so you don't really have to follow me. You always have to do your due diligence. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys better understood everything, all the calculations. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Leave a question if you still have any. I'll make sure to answer it for you. I really hope I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.